show been this morning?
Welcome back. I'm sure you heard someone ask the question, how's the show been this morning? But don't worry, you get to meet him shortly. He is a movie producer. He came up with one movie titled Coming from Insanity. It's a crime drama based on the awe-inspiring true story of Kosi the Bear, a notorious currency counterfeiter with genius-level intelligence gasping for more. Written and directed by Akinyemi Sebastian Akinrokpo and produced by Ibidapo Ajayi. Now, Coming from Insanity boasts of award-winning performances from talents like Gabriel Afolayan, Sani Danja, Dakore Akonde, Bolanle Ninolo, Damilola Adegbite, Wale Ojo, Sharon, and just on and on and on and on. Adeolo Adefarasi also featured in it. Tina Mba. Whoa. Anyway, so the man who put that together, Ibidapo Ajayi, is our artist of the week. Thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
The Nollywood industry is bubbling.
Yes.
And you decided to take it by storm.
Absolutely.
How's the storm coming on?
It's been a real experience, a real journey, to be honest. I've been on the periphery of the industry for quite a bit since 2010, just looking for the opportunity to do something like this. So I've been patient, been watching developments in the industry. And when the opportunity came, thanks to the Bank of Industry, they jumped in and they saw a beautiful script that we put together and they thought it was worthy of their backing. And we took off in 2016. And here we are, a few days to the general release of the movie. Very excited.
Oh, it's about to be released?
It's released on the 5th of April.
Are you serious?
Across all
cinemas. I thought it was already there. Okay, Coming from Insanity. I'd like to go and find out how they came out from Insanity. Okay, you've been on the periphery, and now you're in the mainstream.
Yes.
So, with the two, how did that go?
Well, I mean, it's because my background is more in technology and business.
What did you study?
What did I study? I studied economics from the University of Ife.
There we go again. The same old story.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in movie production?
It's always been a passion. I've always wanted to be creative, to, like create content and, just tell stories. And I believe we have so many stories that we can tell.
And you studied
economics. I did. But so, if I had to do it again, I probably would have done something different, but no regrets.
Okay, so economically, is it worth it?
I believe the industry is ripe to see good returns from good productions. And again, there's a lot of interest from foreign investors in this industry. It's probably one of the fastest growing industries in Nigeria right now. And it's one of the biggest in the world when you consider Hollywood, Bollywood, Nollywood. And so, I mean, the interest is genuine. I have opportunity to talk to people outside Nigeria, and I can tell it's just going to blow up. And I think it's the right time for any budding producer, director to be plugged into the industry. It's going to happen.
Why did you choose this particular story, Coming from Insanity?
Well, as you say, it's based on a true story. And then we also wanted to highlight a social issue regarding child trafficking. This story about a genius level kid that if perhaps had different opportunities might have turned out differently. So his case was a little bit different. He went into a life of crime, and the repercussions were just many. So we wanted to also highlight that. So it could have some social justice impact as well. So for us, it was a story that couldn't be resisted. We had to tell it.
Before you came in here, the last segment, which was quite lengthy, we had some guests who were talking about capacity building, talking about changing the narrative. He said something. He says, if you watch movies coming from Hollywood, there's always one thing. The man from America always wins. He's always the hero.
Oh, yes.
Captain America always wins, no matter what happens. Even if it's an African that is winning, the man from America would have been supportive for him to win. Is there a lesson that can be drawn from that in Nollywood, for instance, to ensure that we build the brand Nigeria?
Right. I think
to create a sense of ownership.
Yes, there is plenty of opportunity to do that. One of the things we need to look out for example, when Black Panther came out, I mean, we could see already how the shift into like a virtual African, fictional country. And it was, I mean, look at the cast, look at the director. You know, these are African Americans that told a brilliant story, you know, and about an African kingdom. And that kind of like gives you an idea where we as Nollywood can get to if we start to tell our stories the right way. You know, tell stories about our heroes, tell stories about, you know, our cultural issues, social issues. You know, there's an opportunity there to show that we can also win. We can also tell our stories in a way where we come up as the winners, you know. So it doesn't always have to be the Americans, you know, because they will always put themselves first. And you can tell if you follow the politics.
And we should always put ourselves first,
yeah,
too.
we have to. And we have to tell our stories because there's a lot of interest, I tell you, a lot of interest in our stories. And if you travel far and wide, you'll see people that have no common interest with Nigeria watching Nollywood movies. You know.
What challenges have you faced in the industry?
The structural, you know, is not there yet. You know,
Okay.
We had challenges with location, with shooting in the public spaces. You know, we dealt with a lot of harassment.
These are some of the clips on the movie.
Yeah, from the movie. Yeah. You know, we dealt with harassment from, you know, touts that, you know, wanted to extort money, and so those were there. And of course, you know, the financing aspect of it is just developing, and that's why we're thankful to the Bank of Industry for supporting us on this. You know, but I think that, you know, the trajectory is moving in the right direction. You know, things are going to get better. I think with the state government also creating an enabling environment to enable producers like myself to be able to come here and shoot. We have so many examples: South Africa, Georgia, in the United States. They're major cities for producing movies, and that's because, you know, they make the laws favorable. You know, they create to producers. You know, that's why you find, you know, like Tyler Perry. You know, you see a lot of movies. At the end of it, you see the state of Georgia plugged in. You know, that's where we need to get to.
So the individual states in the country can actually buy into this.
They can, and they can create an enabling environment. You know, where they can have people come build studios, make the tax laws.
They don't have to build a studio.
They don't have to build a studio. Just make it, you know. And again, it all boils down to infrastructure. You know, like if things work as they should, you know, people want to. This is a great country to come and do stuff like this.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ibidapo Ajayi, movie producer, an economist turned movie producer.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. We do understand you had to have a very quick ride for you to catch up with other studio time.
And Gabriel sends apologies, Gabriel.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm sure we'll catch him one of these days in his busy schedule.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
So, with Ibidapo Ajayi, we round up Sunrise for this morning. Thank you for spending this time with us. Join us again next week, same time, same station. I'm Alero Edu, wishing you a very happy weekend indeed. And
I'm Neo Taigwe. As we always say here, go out there and be the best you can be. Love your neighbor as yourself. And above all, love this country. Bye-bye.